Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? Y'all already know that. It's your boy, back with another video. You know that's again. I don't know, wait. Let me see when people come in. Let me see if I have it now. Listen, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Like the video. They're just talking about Nicki Minaj upcoming surprise that she announced yesterday. She said she's not a surprise in a few days. So let's see what that's hitting for. But please let me know as you come in. Let me know if you hear me because it's not any. There's no echo. Like there's normally some sort of like movement around. You can't hear me. Okay. Yo, yo, yo. Let me know if you can hear me now. So listen, it should. I think you can hear me now because I see. I see the picture jumping. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, it's your boy LaRon, female rap elite, back with another video. So listen, you new to the channel, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel. So we here today. We just talking about like what is a surprise hope that's coming up this week with Nicki Minaj. Um, I'm wondering if it's music, is it going to be a freestyle or some shit like that? I also wanted to talk about just panic ass Barbs. I don't understand some of y'all. Y'all be really in a frenzy and panic when somebody has a difference of opinion from you. Like, who gives a fuck if I came on last night and I said, is Nicki annoyed with Doja? What does that mean to you? You make a channel and you say how you feel about how she felt. It's a lot of people doing that. If you don't notice, it's really trendy right now where people have channels and they just talk about Nicki. Make your own channel and do that. Say what you feel about the situation. I don't understand why y'all be trying to police somebody's opinion. Like you supposed to make this comment under my page and I'm supposed to be like, okay, I'm not gonna think the way I think because you said what you said. That shit don't work like that. That's not how this shit goes. This is not Nicki Minaj's YouTube channel. This is LaRon's YouTube channel. This is from my own point of view, my own feelings or anything. I don't say anything on this channel to get to be picked by anybody. These are my own thoughts. And so just because I'm questioning what the fuck is going on, just because your mind doesn't want to go there and you just trying to be in this fake fucking place of positivity, listen, you exist there all you want. I'm opening up the fucking conversation. So you exist where you are, but don't try to tell me what to do. The fuck? Fuck is wrong with you? That's not how it works. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm very sure it's a documentary trailer or release date. I was thinking of that too because HBO Max goes global in a few days. You know what I'm saying? I understand where it'd be like people be trying to like start trouble on some shit because a lot of people do stupid ass videos. If you notice, guys, there are a lot of Nicki Minaj channels now that do like content. I'm not trying to be funny. Like a lot of people do content, but a lot of people just do bullshit. They do bullshit. Like just it's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you know it too. When you just forcing it and you just literally just like you know what I'm saying? What did that shit? What did Jim Jones girl say to that chick? She winging it. You know when somebody's winging it. Like, no, if I'm saying something that you don't agree with, push it out. But you're not gonna come and make a comment that's gonna make me change my way of thinking. No, like, and now if you're saying something, I'd be like, oh, I could see where you're coming from. I'm man enough to do that, but no, the fuck. Come on, this is what this shit is for. This is not the only channel on YouTube that talks about it. Go to them other fucking channels. Clearly, go there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope people just enjoy the wonderful music Nicki is going to put out. Listen, I wonder if it's going to actually be music. Is it going to be the HBO Max thing? And then it's like Nicki could even come out and say something like she said in her Instagram live. She said, "If what is she, I can't remember what she said verbatim. Let me go to the YouTube video because I pinned it under the damn comment. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it, but it's basically Nicki was just like, if I don't say something, or if she doesn't move or say something, it's because it's a reason behind it, right? So if I'm a fan and I'm trying to decipher what she's talking about for conversation point or for commentary, I have the right to do that, and you don't have the right to come here and try to stifle me and tell me, oh, you're trying to create. No, I'm trying to create thought. I'm trying to create conversation. That's how people communicate, right? The fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't understand that shit. Where them and listen and Panic Barbs. Listen, I love all the Nicki fans because we all support Nicki, right? But I don't like Panic Barbs. Panic Barbs are the one like what for the Love in New York, how that came out and like say it didn't do what they thought it wanted to do. They go crazy. Just like Nicki said, it's sad that Nicki shouldn't even have to say like know the difference between a feature and a single. Like, you know what I'm saying? Know the difference. It's sad that she has to say that 14 years into her career to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because those are the people panicking. We got enough Billboard entries that they probably never going to be able to reach. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you thinking about it from a fan perspective, there's literally no competition. I don't understand why people even debate little small shit like that. Like, oh, this song was on the Bubble and Under, and it's not going to be the last one to hit the Bubble and Under. She got so many songs coming out so many times. It won't be the last one. What the fuck? We don't seen the top, the bottom, the middle, the top 40, the top 20, top 10, top 2. What are you talking about? Like, a lot of y'all panic. Y'all panic motherfuckers. Y'all be mad when somebody got a difference of opinion. You know what, too? With me, even when I used to do like, and I'm not even gonna start talking sideways about Doja just because I know that, it's some people who feel different ways about her, even though I have the way that I feel about her, right? This is the thing. When I used to do videos, people would come in my videos and talk shit about Doja Cat and say she was fake, right? I always was positive, and it never changed how I felt. And I never like, I'm like, damn, like people, I was kind of like understanding. They was like, Doja's trying to ride the Nicki wave and all of this and all of that, right? And then you have those ones like getting mad at people for even having a fucking opinion and like, oh, you're trying to start trouble or some shit like that. But as we see, there is something going on. See, everybody don't be understanding, and that's what I'm trying to say. Let people have their opinion. You go to the platforms that you resonate with, and you fucking stay there. Like, I don't like when somebody makes a comment and they say some shit like, on some real shit, we all different people in this world. We all had different upbringing, different families. And I say this, rest assured, and I don't give a fuck if I sound like a broken record. Growing up in a family where you have brothers and have family or shit like that, it's a certain security that you have, especially when it's people who you love, right? I would not give a fuck if a motherfucker did not come back to my channel. Do you understand that there's a certain thing when you love your family, your immediate family, there's a certain thing where you don't need a fucking friend. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't. I don't. I really just do commentary because I love female rap. I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if I say something and that shit rubs you the wrong. No, I'm not here to rub you the right way. The fuck? Like, come on, man. So I don't like that panic shit. I don't like it. Let Nicki do what Nicki's gonna do. Like, too many people just be worried about shit that don't even matter. Like, this is YouTube. There's so many different commentary channels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who cares if I said this is Nicki annoyed by Doja? Is she? Fuck. Is she? Who are you to tell me that I can't ask that question? I would laugh in your face. And the thing about it is people would say that shit online and they would never say it to you. Man, I beg no friend. True, David. And then when people be on some shit, I don't like you. Man, I like you first. You heard me? Talking about I don't like you. Man, I like you first. That's the type of shit I'm on coming from New York. That's what the motherfucking West Indies used to say. Like, what? You mean I like me? Man, I like you first. Fuck out of here. I be trying to really be nice. I grew up secure. Like, listen, no matter how good or bad things was going through life, I knew I had a family, I had brothers and shit, and that's who you hone in and that's who you love on. The people who don't love you for nothing more than you just being yourself. I could care fucking less. I promise you. Like, I promise you, I'm telling you this right now, right? If I didn't have certain jobs in life that was based in customer service and shit like that, and I still have room to grow, like, as far as like being an entrepreneur, I would be a shittier business person, right? But it's crazy that when you have that thing in the back of your mind, like, do they know how much I don't give a fuck? Like, and that I'm really just, you know what I'm saying? Do you know how much I don't get? Like, do you know what type of people who I grew up around and how much that, like, I could instantly just snap into some shit like that? But you going through life, like, you hold yourself accountable. This is how I'm able to be able to sustain and maintain myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have some sort of discipline somewhere, but in certain places I need to, I need to strengthen it in certain places. But that's on a more personal development note as you make those notes to yourself when you go along. But come on, I'm very content. I don't give a fuck. It ain't a friendship that I'm begging for or nothing. So I don't give a fuck if you don't agree what I say when you come to my channel. I'm unsubscribing. Do you listen? I'll be typing some foul shit and just be deleting that shit because I don't like putting that energy. Sometimes I don't even like saying fuck you back to a person. But I'll be typing that. I'll be like, nah, let me just get this shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't go to other people's channels and tell them what not to say. Just don't go there. Fuck. I know you get it. Nikki Curly said, "When I don't say if nothing is for a reason, it's Doja. She unfollowed Doja for a reason. Doja showing love, and let's be honest. Even when she was in that song, she was like, Nikki, I love you. If you fuck with somebody and talk to them like that, for one, question that, right? But they don't want you to question that either. Was that now as you go back and you listen to it, if you talk to me and you was cool with me, why would you send me a like? I don't know. It's just questionable. It is questionable. So to all of the people getting mad now, and I'm even including that, let me take some accountability because when people was questioning Doja's loyalty and it was like, I don't know. Somebody was in my video the other day, like, I ain't trusting Doja, I ain't this, I ain't that, right? And I'm pretty sure those people are so amazed with their judgment right now because they was on to some shit and you got to give them credit. So I was on the flip side. I was trying to be positive, and you know what? I want to teach myself that fake positivity shit don't rule, and that's why the way that I feel about something is the way that I fucking feel. That's why I say how I feel because that fake positivity shit, it just don't work. It don't work. But you know what it is? It wasn't that I was being fake positive about Doja. I literally don't care about her enough to even go through the music. I didn't stream her album past Friday. I swear to you. There's not a, like I tried to play the song today, one of the songs, because I was listening to Millie. I played one of the songs, but and then Eve's song came on. I didn't play the song long enough for it to count as a stream. It was done. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really, and that's not even on some dish shit, but I'm not a Doja Cat fan. I'm not. So listen, back to the subject at hand. I'm just wondering what is the surprise going to be this week? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be new music? Is it going to be the why would you make me do this? Because don't forget that that was also planted a few weeks ago too. Why would you make me do this? So is that coming? Is it the lead? Is it going to be the HBO documentary? You know what I'm saying? You just never know with Nicki. She gonna keep you guessing. Since Nikki came back, these girls are moving weird. Yeah, you got Megan performing at the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna watch the BET Awards tonight. I'm actually about to get ready to leave. Let's see. Oral, nobody hate Doja. And I'm not even, I don't clear shit up. This is what I'm trying to say. I be on this shit trying to be nice. Like on some real shit, I be seeing how sometimes when people see comments and they don't like, I grew up like that. Like what? My brothers is fucking trolls. Like, so if, on some shit where like you could never do some shit to make me mad like that. Like, come on. I don't even know what Oral said. I don't even know. I don't care about. I don't really don't follow Doja. I didn't hate on her in no way, but all I acknowledged was there was those people who were saying like, "Oh, Doja's this, she's fake." And you know what? Even when she did make that comment, I did kind of give her, you know, I gave her a chance because when she made that comment about like the throne and being braggadocious and shit like that, you gotta think like even if a person, I don't know, how you do anything is how you do everything. So you just got to be watchful of people like that. Nikki always surprises us. Um, I like Doja, but she's moving funny. But I don't even really know how she's moving funny. Is she moving funny with the Planet Herb, like Beam Me Up Scotty type of thing? Is she moving funny with the teams behind the scenes on some like on the management team type shit? Like, how is she? I don't know how she moving funny. See, y'all was saying that shit because I don't know if y'all have like maybe y'all invest time in Doja Cat, but I don't really follow her like that, to be honest with you. So I probably missed some of the little things that some of y'all could be saying, like, oh, Doja is shady or whatever the case may be. I actually thought that Doja Cat is less problematic. She don't be really promoting her music like that. She let it come out. She don't be reposting 1,000 TikToks like Megan, trying to get people to redo her shit. And like, she don't. Doja Cat is actually, I thought she was a little, I thought that she was kind of subtle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really see her, like, she don't really be in your face with it. She kind of does what she does and then she moves on. See what I'm saying? I don't trust Doja. And people always said that. We love Doja. Nicki hasn't acknowledged Doja at all. Nicki shows me love. So do you feel like, let me ask you a question, because this is also a great point that I was trying to think of too. Do you think the love, I'm going to say this too, because I don't know if this is going to come up, and I'm just going to be honest with you, right? Coming from where I come from, New York, upstate, Arbor Hill, I don't know. I know that I came up with people who had white parents, but something just feels strange about somebody calling me the N word and their mom is white. I'm just gonna say that. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that she don't got a black dad and he's from South Africa, but if we was to look at that, like, you probably would have got pounded because people would have been questioning, like, what? I don't know. That's just a thought that I was thinking of throughout the day today, like, especially with her song, Niggas Ain't Shit. So I was just thinking of it like, I don't know, like, how you Doja, her mom is white. She's, I don't know. I don't want to put too much thought into it. I just felt like, damn, how would I feel like if a girl was calling saying niggas ain't shit and her mom is white? Hmm. Okay. And she ain't grow up with her dad either. And you know what the amazing thing is? I don't know if my friend is still in here from upstate. The amazing thing of being in upstate New York is that you're around like white people and black people and shit like that. And Doja Cat is one of those. I could tell like she was just kind of like one of those corny chicks in school. Nothing wrong with that. She has an amazing artistic side, but I don't know, like having a white mom and niggas ain't shit. And so I'm just saying now, if that blows up in the future, as that song may go viral or some shit, just know that when people start making little think pieces about it, I see where they came from. It's questionable. I'm the type of person to love a person because of the music, not because of their not because of their personally. Well, I could tell you different because I liked Little Kim and I love Foxy Brown, but I loved Foxy Brown because of how she spoke in interviews and she was so I felt like she was intelligent. Like that's why I love to watch interviews. I love to read like Source magazine interviews, Double XL magazine interviews, because you kind of get a scope of who the artist is. Like I remember when Foxy Brown did this interview and she was like she extended an olive branch to Little Kim, and then Kim was just like something, and Foxy was like, "Does she even know what an olive branch? Does she know what that is?" Like, come on, you dealing with two different types of people. Real talk. So we all are attracted to people for different reasons. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is being 100%. I think I personally don't like Cardi because she comes off as stupid. So for me, it does matter. Your personality and personally, to an extent, it does matter. It does matter because that's one of the reasons why I can't get into her. That's one of the reasons. The person behind the music or the product or the product matters. You should support ignorance for the moment. Thank you. Same. I'm in the artists who are very articulate and you can tell they're into their craft music. Right. Right. The artists who they could be like, yo, how Megan called Nicki, how Nicki was on live and she did the Hot Girl Summer and it was done that night. She said she sent the verse over that night, and you could tell because Nicki said she had kind of like a cold. She sounded kind of the same way. So that's crazy. Like that's what real artists do. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B lied and she said that on that big paper shit on DJ Khaled shit. She said that, oh, I have 48 hours to do this. And they released the song on week one. The song credits did not show Brooklyn Johnny. And then after they updated it, and Brooklyn Johnny was the one who wrote the lyrics. So you have 48 hours and you still didn't substantiate anything that trended. And you was trying to say some shit, but it didn't even matter. Even with the type shit, it came and it went. It came and it went. You rap girls don't make girls want to rap better. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was one thing that Nicki said in that shit yesterday on that Instagram live, which was so true. How, that's why you can't never let nobody make you feel like nothing. But for number one, she said, I inspire millions with a fucking baby fat bag sitting on the steps. And that's true. So many people think that you need XYZ to even move. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got it, you got it. When you got it, you got it. You don't need a Chanel bag. Now, the Chanel bag is nice if you get it, but when you got swag and you got it, you got it. All that other shit is gonna come. And yo, when Nicki was like, yo, sucking dick for Birkins and all of that, that shit is crazy. That's crazy. Who do y'all think she was talking about with that? She was just like with the whole Birkin, uh, the Birkin chat. And that is true. Nicki came in the game. And you know what's so crazy? I can appreciate Nicki so much now because if you go back and look at all that vintage footage and interviews and stuff like that, she was wearing cheap shit, little cheap bangles and stuff like that. But if you think about it, she made it cute. And she reminded me of the other girls in New York too, because it's like back then, if you ain't have money, you will always, especially me, because I had female friends, you will always hear them say, like, especially if they could get shit for cheap, oh, and it's still cute. I want to look cute. They want to look cute. Nicki, she didn't spend all that money. So I think that's why when people complain nowadays and they be like, oh, I wish she would stop wearing spandex. I think psychologically, being that she entered the game like that, and I don't have an issue with her wearing like spandex or anything like that. But I felt like, to me, if you're a fan of her, she came in like that. I think it's a bigger thing to her, and it don't matter what the fuck she wearing. She has the talent. So that's crazy. Nicki used to do shows daily, and she had to do what she had to do, and she wasn't showing up because I felt like this, right? Let me give you a perfect example give you a perfect example. You want to know who I thought was one of the flyest rap chicks coming up, and they was kind of like underground at the time? Cash Doll. But as we see, where's Cash Doll with her career musically? You see how she used to show up rocking all of that Chanel and all of that shit. Cash Doll killed it. She had a lot of good looks. Remember how she used to be coming through? What was that shit that she had? What's that brand that she had? Um, Cash Doll had a lot of shit. You know what I'm talking about. If you remember her from like when she first came out with These Niggas Ain't for Every, whatever that song was. But if you remember her from Instagram, she was buzzing. Nicki didn't hit the scene rocking Chanel bags and doing all of that, but she had the talent. She was booking out and she had the crowd. You see what I'm trying to say? Where these rap girls want the look, but they don't actually want to do the work. Doing the work is important, and doing the work is why Nicki did Birkin bags already. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That is a great example. You see how Cash Doll came up? Everything Cash Doll was all about money. It was all about money, money, money. It's to the point now in the industry. Do you guys ever be exhausted with seeing these rappers with their name on chains? It's just like, when is it going to be over? I miss back in the day where they just had a Jesus piece, or they had some regular shit, or maybe some people had a chain that had their name on it or something, but it was just a little more variety. Everybody has these chains where it's annoying. It's like, where is the variety at? Where's the variety amongst? It's like you're a female rapper and they put your name on the chain. And it's just like, hey, like, I don't know. I don't. Mm-mm. Did y'all see Nicki's comment under the neighborhood talk page on the Asian Dot post? She said, "We don't have a song together. I feel like Nicki don't really mess with Asian either." Oh, I didn't see that. Right? No substance behind it. And burgers uplift them, and Nicki uplifts the brand. Facts. And then it's like so many different things going on with people who want to just have that look too, right? Because there's no way that you're obtaining all of these things, and it's a lot of backhanded shit going on that people, if you in that circle, then you know about it. Like, there's a lot of uh secondhand bag buying and shit like that. It's all just to keep a look. I remember back in the day, it was this rumor, and people was thinking like, is this Kim or Foxy? But they was just like, a Brooklyn female rapper is literally about to go broke just because she loves designers so much and she will do anything to have it. Like, and it was crazy because both of them are highly into the designer in their lyrics, but Kim Kim is designer everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't lie, Foxy is too. Let's see. I thought I see somewhere somebody. I hope Asian get a Nicki feature. Where's Cardi's album? Cardi probably gonna have an announcement coming soon with the VMAs. You know, the BET Awards ain't big enough. Megan is more of a gold roll rapper, so you know BET ain't big enough for Cardi to come through and announce because it ain't. Honestly, the viewership ain't enough. I bet you the viewership is going to be down this year, even with Megan Thee Stallion being announced as being a performer. She's not going to bring the crowd. People are not going to do that. I'm going to watch the BET Awards tonight because I'm going somewhere to watch them, but come on, Megan ain't bringing them numbers. We seen what they did when Nicki ain't show up to the BET Awards, and Megan ain't nowhere near Nicki. She ain't nowhere. Is she performing? Yeah, I think Megan is. Cardi not even black. I don't know. See, that just made me realize. Should I be mad at Doja for saying nigga? She got a white mom. See, it just don't sit right. It don't sit right with me with Cardi either. But just imagine somebody standing up on the wall. Their mom is white, the child is mixed with black, and she's calling you a nigga. And her mom is standing next to her, and you're just focusing on them too. I have a problem with that. I think Doja falls under that realm of you just shouldn't use the word at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. You just shouldn't use the word at all because I could see where a person could be offended. You got a white mom. You should not be calling me nigga. You shouldn't. And I'm firm on that. I'm firm on that because it's gonna cause an issue. Let me tell you, the chicks that I know from my area, if she was a little girl living around, you call somebody nigga, they would have dragged her out of that house like nigga. And your mother white, like what? Nah. And I ain't even trying to cause no division. This is all conversation. I'm just being honest. Oh my God. I know she probably mad. Notice how BET ratings went down when Nicki left and Rihanna and B. I don't even didn't perform anymore. I want the interviews to be solely focused on her music because it honestly takes away from it. I can't wait for it. I don't want her to do no shit like a Wendy Williams type of interview. I want it to be like music, and I don't want no damn Zane Lowe either. Even though that was cool for what she did with Chun Li, but you got to realize Nicki definitely had to go that way because so many haters was out around that time. You know, Ebro was hating. Flex, even though he turned around, because Flex he sees it for what it is. Like ain't no way Megan Thee Stallion should not be on that Hot 97 Summer Jam stage. I don't get it. I don't get it. I hope Nicki have a big lead single. I'm not even mad, but if she's black, she can say nigga. BET isn't our network anymore. I'm not even mad. Okay. See, why was she out that nigga song after that last year's scandal? Because it plays on the scandal and it makes more people tune into the scandal. So I guarantee you, mark my words, if that song goes viral in a negative way, just know that I'm telling you that Doja Cat know that shit was gonna happen. It's even when this is why I got so offended when that whole shit came out with R. Kelly. Listen, 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 listen. If I could tell you one thing that I know about Caucasian people and black people, we all got our stuff with us, but they be acting. Because Lady Gaga, it was controversial when she did that collaboration with R. Kelly when she did Do What You Want with My Body. She didn't care. She wanted that controversy. When she performed, it was all controversial when she did SNL and they had all them newspaper clippings. They were saying stuff about him and her. She knew that shit. But then when the trial got heated up and he got sentenced to jail, she came out and had this huge essay, long thought. Oh my God, didn't you knew what it was? You knew what it was. That's what I'm telling you. I be refraining from saying certain stuff. I'm gonna tell you this, right? The people who I know in the area that I come from, their parents wasn't millionaires and coming up and living in New York City and Manhattan and stuff. So when you have somebody like Lady Gaga saying that she went through something and somebody did something to her for music, your parents were millionaires. You did that because you wanted to do that. I wish a chick that I would have known from the block that I'm on, parents would have been millionaires, or somebody tell them they got to do XYZ to get into it. What? My parents are million? What the fuck? What? And if my parent was a million, I probably wouldn't even fucking want to be in the music industry. I probably would just be traveling all throughout the United States and just doing all types of crazy shit out of the country too. Like what? You crying sitting up here in the shade room and they posting and having sympathy. And I'm not saying anybody's not supposed to have a sympathy, but you have to see, I'm not a simple-minded person. You gotta kind of like you gotta peel back the layers on some shit. Like Lady Gaga grew up rich and entitled. You grew up in Manhattan. You know how much the rent is there? Come on. Are you kidding me? She grew up rich And you had this sad story, like this person who came from nothing, from the ghetto, like, oh, and these music executives, you did it for a look. And what I'm trying to say is it correlates. A lot of people do shit for just emotion. And Doja Cat, she released this song, and she released it because I believe she knows that. She know that people may feel some sort of way about it. Come on. I feel sorry for everybody if something happens to them, but when I pull back the layers of why did you do it and you had no reason to do it, you had no reason to do it. None. You had no reason. And I ain't trying to offend nobody family wise. It's just like I have two cousins who grew up with amazing parents. One of my cousins, she does amazing, makes like over $100,000 a year. But my other cousin, he didn't gravitate towards the resources that he grew up with within his family. He didn't do it. His parents is like, did we fail you, or how did she get it and you didn't get it? Because he didn't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to. No, her fans wanted to be released that song. That's why she released it. The female rappers want to actually be friendly to get close to the competition. Doja music is still good regardless of the charts. Yes. Barbs better focus on Nicki this year. That's Twitter is not it. Lady Gaga is a white brat. I agree. And I love white people. But the thing is that I've been around all different types of people. I'm not just somebody who just not been around. No, come on, Lady Gaga. I wish I would grow up a millionaire and some executive or producer is telling me that I got to do something to go to the next stage. If my family is rich like that, I got enough money to promote my shit on my own, like on some grassroots type shit. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. The struggle don't be there for a lot of people. Like, and that's why I loved Foxy. She was just like, I never fronted like I was from the projects or the hood or nothing. She was like, I grew up well, but I was in the streets. I had a, she was attracted to hood niggas and shit like that. She grew up in a good part of Brooklyn. She grew up in a home. She didn't grow up in the projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why she always said, I was brought up, Little Kim was dragged up. She said, I never had to make up no lies saying I slept on park benches. I never did that. And you don't got to do that. You don't. And yeah, let's see. Yes, same. Those are like Bling Black. What happened with Nicki and BET? Remember when the BET Awards came, and I think when Remy Ma won the BET Award, and then one of those people who run the Twitter account, they said something crazy like towards Nicki. You know what I'm saying? They said something about Nicki better glue her edges or some shit like that, if I remember. Nobody watches BOT. Oral to Leo. No, it's not. Doja is colorist and afraid of her own damn skin. Yeah. People that grew up in luxury have a harder times getting people to understand and support them because we can't relate, like Sweetie and Meg. Right. You could tell that. You could just tell. It's a different drive in the person who come from the hood. It just is. Everything with Sweetie is a grab. Even when she bought that merchandise from that person outside, that was a grab. You set that up. You trying to make yourself, you trying to do all this PR work. And that's why I used to love Foxy. She was like, these bitches need publicists to get their MO straight. She was like, I don't need a publicist. I don't. Even though she fuck with Marvette Brito, she was like, I don't need a publicist. She came up like, imagine having amazing publicists for like 10 years. After a while, if you can't do that shit, I'm not saying you should always have a publicist when you are in the public like that. But she was like, they need publicists. You could tell that shit is orchestrated. She bought merchandise from this person. Okay, who gives a shit? Not merchandise. She bought some fan art or whatever. It's crazy that one of my nieces told me that this white girl, she goes to the private school, right? She said this white girl's been trying to taunt her all year, and then she figured it out. You see what I've been trying to tell you, where you don't realize why a person is fucking with you, and it really just because they jealous of you. So my niece graduated from school, and both my nieces did, but one of my nieces, she got a letter from the president of the United States because she got one of those letters when you want the high honors and stuff. And she was like, this girl was just hating on her, and she was just like, well, what did you get? She was like, well, I got an award for art. And I just love where her mind went. She was like, that don't count though. Like, you got an award for art? That don't count. It's like you getting the fucking award for music in school. We know that class don't count. I love that her mind went there. She was like, that don't count. It don't. You know what I'm saying? And you face that many times, especially being upstate New York and being around people. I'm so happy that I could speak how I want to, because people be trying to get you in trouble on some shit like, oh, you're talking. No, it is what it is. Like, when I tell you, I done learned so much about being around white people. I done seen so many people lose jobs behind little shit that they do on the job, like little nepotism, favoritism type shit. Um, just funny style shit. Like, I don't know. It gets scary being an entrepreneur, because I thank God and I just don't ever want to have to work for nobody again. I don't ever want to have to be controlled or have to come in and wondering how you feeling, or whatever it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with that no more. No more. I don't. They let the interns say all that disrespect shit to the women, say female rap. Doja is one of the most genuine, talented female rappers, all new female rappers out. But see, I think it's questionable. What is it that we don't know behind the scene dropping gems? There's something that we don't know. And I just can't wait till Nicki gets to talking. And she say a lot of people, and you have to realize she ain't saying what it is. She said that it's going to be a surprise this week. We're going to be really happy. I think it's going to be music. I think it might be the Why Would You Make Me Do This? So that might be a SoundCloud or Audio Mac upload. You know, who knows what it's going to be? Or it might be it might be the documentary, whatever. But what I'm saying is that Nicki acknowledges stuff soon. So when she made that comment about if she doesn't acknowledge something or if she doesn't say something, it's for a reason. I do think it is for a reason. So I don't know what transpired between her and Doja, but I think something did happen for sure. We need the lead single. Yes, definitely something going on behind the scenes. Yeah, so you just like, come on. Let's see. You think her and Doja have issues? I must have missed something. I don't know. Why you think she didn't acknowledge that shout out? Why do you think if there's a reason why she doesn't acknowledge something? What does that say to you? Drake cannot say nigga if Doja can't. That's a good point of view, Kelly. You're right. I think Drake personally rides the battle rapper wave, and that's why he uses that to try to perfect his bars. I could tell by the way he rap now. Touch more plaques than like I could tell. I could tell. I kind of hate that about myself sometimes, because maybe he be acknowledging URL being all, yeah, I understand, I get it. Especially you need that culture. I grew up to that culture and was in it, so it's like I get it. I understand. Doja is an artist. Stop limiting her to one genre. I didn't limit her to any genre. Thank you, Lauren. So that's what I'm trying to ask the other chick when she was just like, what is she missing there? They want to talk about the Love of New York not making it, but what happened to Blackpink single with Cardi B that they announced that it failed to even do good on iTunes? It failed to stream. See, Cardi B fans, they be trying to talk a lot of shit, but y'all got a lot of misses. That's why your girl don't do features, because she's too scared to have duds. She too scared, because especially if it ain't in Atlantic. Shit, I don't even understand why Ty Dolla put Nicki Minaj on Expensive. He should have put Cardi on it, because at least he would have known they would have gave it the damn payola special. You know what I'm saying? Truth say, but Cardi don't do features like that, because her features they don't do nothing, and you know that. Only reason Backing It Up did good is because she has some sort of affiliation with it. Y'all be real bold. Y'all got a lot of flops to y'all name. Y'all be real bold. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Cardi fans can't say nothing. Especially, you can never say nothing to me parading behind a person who has zero talent, who was literally put here as a plant, a person who has no love for this culture. I could sit down with Cardi B right now and ask her questions about female rap, and I know that she don't know. You have no genuine love for this. Female rap is a lick for you. It's a Birkin bag for you. That's all it is for you. It's a look. That's all it is. I sure wish, and this might sound bad, but I just wish somebody else would have got that spot with the talent. Like, if you think about it, it's sad. All Cardi B fans could do is brag about charts and shit. I wish there was another female rapper who was mainstream. And I'm saying this because I like competition. I'm being honest with you. Megan Thee Stallion is not competition. Cardi B is not competition. Let's take it back to Lil Kim, Foxy Brown days, right? I wish it was two female rappers who, Kim had a ghostwriter. Jay-Z did help Foxy, whatever. But the point is like, okay, they did that rap shit, but they was two power heads and they both was bringing it. Nicki don't have that count. She don't have anybody out here. She don't. If you think about it like that, Nicki Minaj does not have that Foxy Brown or Little Kim. There's no other female rapper that's going there bar for bar like her. They not. So what is the true competition out right now? There is no Kim and Foxy right now. There are not two. There's not. She needs to tour. We'll be there. Nicki is a standard and will always be. Yeah, but think about it that way. Who is the female rapper out on the mainstream where you just like she spits shit continuously and you like, oh my god, like, do you hear, like, she's dope, like, oh my god, and she's selling out, and she toured 3 times around the world. Like, there's nobody, and I don't ever think that'll, and not for a long time. It's going to be some of these little girls coming up now, like, who are inspired by Nicki, who might be able to do it, and they might be like the ages of 13 and 14 right now. They just coming through the pipelines. Like, it's going to be some greatness that's coming because there has to be another amazing female rapper, but it's not going to be Cardi B and it's not going to be Megan. Their accoutrements, their bags and their looks, and Megan, every time she come out with a new set, it's all about the look and it's never about the skill. And that's why I love that Nicki said that I was inspiring millions with a fucking baby fat bag. If that's not a, now if that's a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot. Say it again. Nicki steady a topic of conversation. Let's remember Cardi is a bar before a bardy. Clearly. Right. Yes, Doja Cat's album is expected to flop. Where you at, Leo? I know you're gonna say something about that. He said Doja Cat's album is slated to flop. It did a flipsy flop. LaRon sent me a beat. You rap? I'm about to do a remix to my track too. So now that I got this person, I don't think they were supposed to be an event this weekend, but they ended up having some issues with it. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done soon. So let's see. When Nicki dropped the fifth thing, it's gonna shut down. How is Doja Cat doing with her song with the weekend? Let me look at iTunes right now. Like, I want to make it so clear to y'all that Doja Cat, even if she is a problem, that she's not a problem to me because she's not somebody who I really pay to. Okay, Planet Her is number 2. You right with the weekend is number 8. Okay. Yeah, Megan needed that BET Awards performance to kind of help that shit kind of remain because it's probably gonna drop down a little. But I don't know if like, yo, is that shit leading up to a new album? That shit is just not good. She has no variety when it comes to sound. Like, reinventing it, like Tina Snow, that bitch is a mindset. Okay. Okay. I believe you. I just know her performance is going to be terrible. If it's going to be a live performance on stage, it might be a little better. But I'm tired of Megan in these warehouse performances, kicking these old dusty boots with these Beyonce-esque performances. If you think about it, body crazy, curvy, wavy. That whole shit just reminded me of Crazy in Love, Single Ladies. All she is doing is fucking with Beyonce's choreographers and people behind the scene, and they trying to bring her to light through stardom and step up her stage show. Yeah, I know you hate that I see that, Megan, but that's all they doing. You on Beyonce dick heavy with all of the people she works with and everything. I'm like, damn, she used them for this video and that video. Like, damn. I know they got to get a check too, but it's looking like you trying to be somebody. Like you gonna turn around years from now and have all your memories linked to Beyonce. I'm that tactful that I don't want to do that. You want? Let me tell you some real shit, right? No, I can't because loyalty can't really be explained. So I can't explain that to you. But like it just can't be. But I just know like just the way that I move, like it's certain people. I'll say this, right? There's certain people that they will hear some shit that I say right now, and then they will go run and like say they go make a video about it. It's people who I love and I respect, and I listen to them, and I'll be like, no, let them have their moment, let them do on some shit like that. Especially if I wasn't thinking about it, I respect people differently, and that's my issue. So that's why when somebody has an issue with something that I say, I don't give a fuck because like I respect, like I have respect when it comes like to that. But with speaking my mind, and when people speak their mind, I think they should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Reed Party is probably trying to get Megan pregnant so he could be locked in. Or when you know that Rock Nation will drop her ass if that happens. Why attach your success to someone else to stand on your own? See, that's what I'm saying. Inspiration is one thing, but you don't want to turn around and look at all your moments like, oh, you're not, or maybe she does. Maybe she feel like, Megan got really lucky. So, no, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes. Is Megan lucky or is she blessed? No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes. Is Cardi lucky or is she blessed? No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes. Is Doja Cat lucky or is she blessed? I think Doja Cat is blessed because I do think she's talented, even though people say they see fake shit about her. I can tell that she has some sort of art that goes on into that little quirky mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it, but I do think Doja is meant to be here. Is she maybe the turnoff may be that she's doing some things behind the scenes with teams and you know what I'm saying? Maybe all of her love can't be taken as love, and I don't know. But I will say this, right? For the people who say, "Oh, Doja is working with Nicki's team and she's doing this and she's doing that," they could never be another Nicki, no matter how much. And I'm gonna be honest with you, on that track, "Get Into Ya" or whatever, where she was doing the Nicki flows, the rapping really wasn't that good if you think about it. She wasn't really saying nothing. She wasn't. It was cute, you know what I'm saying? It was a little like homage or whatever, but it wasn't all that. It wasn't enough to make me be like, okay, I need to go back and listen to Hot Pink. I need to go back and listen to this and that. No, Doja has her people who she rock with, and that's it. Cardi ass is pregnant. A mess. So Mustang Sally needs a scandal to pop. Exactly. She needs it's something all the time with her. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between being awarded and receiving accolades and it's well deserved, but when you know that it's bullshit, how could you sincerely have it? Like, how could Adele be on stage and be like, this is Beyonce's, because she knows how this industry is? Beyonce was crying not because Adele was so sweet, it's because her fucking feelings was hurt too. All right. They snubbed her. They gave her. They give Beyonce Grammys, but it don't be for the ones that she really won. Beyonce deserved that for Lemonade. She deserved that. But let me tell you what hurt feelings. That album hurt a lot of people's feelings because Beyonce took more of a black approach on that album. If you notice, she didn't really go her pop route or anything like that. Um, and I loved it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like all those African themes and stuff. And that album still went 2 times platinum. It was a successful album, successful tour. I damn sure went to that tour because that was the tour when I moved to Houston. Yep. I went to 2 dates of that tour, I believe. Went to on the Run tour too. Yeah, nothing is like seeing Beyonce in Houston. Nothing is like it. She wear different outfits. She wear like she switched that shit up completely. It's just a different vibe. So that was a good experience. Um, let's see. But yeah, on that scale, they didn't like that whole African, the people who typically love her halo and shit like that. They didn't like that. So I don't blame Nicki for distancing herself from Doja and the rest of the birds. All they want to do is collaborate, then mimic and run to Cardi. It's messy. Yep. Yep, the whites didn't like her as much as the minute she did Formation at the Super Bowl. Thank you. And you want to know a person who's struggling right now too with the whole white black thing is Lizzo. That's why you haven't heard any music from her since. Lizzo should have been followed up with new music, but the thing is that the way that she rode the wave and became just a fucking joke. She's a joke now. And she even made a comment herself. She said that she felt so sad, I think, when she came to Houston, that when she stepped out and looked at the crowd, that it was all white people there. And that's not to say that people don't love white people. So if you're white, listen to this. No, it's nothing racist. But if I am black, I will want my people to be there. And that is something psychologically that does fuck with you. So yeah, she probably can do shows all around the world and shit like that. But that we ain't really stunting Lizzo like that. We not. We not. And you know it. We not. And she chose that path. So now you got to lay in it. And shit, Lizzo ain't even really from Houston either. It's like, why does everybody want to be from Houston and say that shit? Ain't Lizzo from like Minnesota or some shit like that? Look it up. She's not from Houston. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. They should just pull all the strings to get Meg these awards. They need to pull strings to get her album to sell. They need to pull strings to get that album to 100,000 pure. That's what they need to do. Pull those strings. And you know what's so crazy? I might be going too far, but I was thinking about it last night. She said there's games going on in this industry. Is Rock Nation playing games? Is Nicki annoyed by Doja Cat, Megan, or Rock Nation? Is Rock Nation playing games? It's a lot of games being played. You just never know, but I'll be happy when she starts doing these interviews. Lil Nas X is not for black people. And whether you might not believe it or not, there's probably a lot of little black gay boys that look up to a Lil Nas X. So you can't say he's not for black people. You really can't say that. You can't say that. I guarantee you, if you go to a Lil Nas X show, there's a lot of black people there. I bet you it's more black people there than Lizzo. I would bet my money on that. And with the Old Town Road shit too, I guarantee you. Jay just wants one bag from Nicki. Facts. They look up to Santana because he does a little more trendier, little stuff like that. He does a little smaller venues. Little Nas X is too big to do those little small hookah lounges that he do. And Santana make his money, but what I'm trying to say is he can't bring that production to a venue like that. Little Nas X needs to be in a venue. Like he needs to be. Know the difference. He needs to be he needs to be in a venue. That's not like what I'm saying? He needs to be somewhere where he can perform. Like, nah. I don't even like his music though, but I'm just saying. Nicki is still here doing it. Those are coming out sounding just like Nicki is a stalker vibe. She too grown and should not be trusted. Lizzo's career is her body now. But I'm saying, where is Lizzo? She had did any of y'all connect to that? To some people, that's like career suicide. I would never want to be an artist that came out and just had a hit and I just kind of like fizzled. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to be. And that's why like it's either you're gonna go to the top or you're gonna like make the proper investments and shit like that. Like Nas, you could look at him and think that he don't do a lot musically, but that man is worth almost $100 million. He puts his money in the right places. That's a businessman. Like, come on. You would think that he wouldn't have it or whatever, but everybody is not the same. Nobody cares about Lizzo. It's sad because Lizzo's album was fire. Everyone changes, but Nicki always stays the same. At least drop the album on the NP. I don't think Nicki cool with Doja. But you see, when you say stuff like that, people get mad at it and they're like, oh, why are you saying that? Why are y'all scared of people having thoughts and saying shit? That make me want to have more thoughts. Like, stop trying to control people for having open content, open conversation. Thank you, Miss White. Lizzo is now more known on TikTok. I like the way that Nicki does her TikToks where it's not about the dance, it's more about just her just being herself. Like, I like that for TikTok for Nicki, you know? And she could use it in that way. She goes viral for just her voice being on TikTok. You know, that's a whole different type of flex. I don't think y'all realize it's like Nicki is who she is before. Like these people need this shit. They need all of these different platforms because if they didn't, listen, this whole shit would be a damn sinkhole. For real, like they want to attack you for asking an obvious question. I ain't mad. I like the uncomfortable questions. I like when people do that because you have to, even if you disagree with somebody. Man, I done sat next to people who said they were atheists and all of this shit, and I said how they felt. That didn't make me change. I don't like see. I'm the type of person where I could tell somebody can be my friend or not if they're strong willed and they have a strong mind. No, I don't like nobody who they just change as soon as somebody tell them some shit. Like, no, you easy fucking breezy. People, we set traps on people like that. You can't, nah, no, hell no. I don't think Nicki working with no more female rappers because they do fake shit behind the scene, behind her back. You see how Cardi started just sitting in videos and flexing like Nicki after Beat Me Up Scotty release? Yep. Megan and Cardi want to be trendy so bad. I'm disgusted by that shit. Big Barbie is assuring that song is over, Megan. Right. Nicki trying to tell Barbs and Cold to one another Megan moment. They so blinded. Yeah, those are the panic Barbs. I don't like the panic ones. Like let people have their own experience at this thing. You know that there's certain people who are very negative, but I feel like this, if you're positive, like yo, let me give you an example. I don't even remember this kid name and I don't want to put him on blast like that. But I think his anyway, I want to say this, right? Some people are just so slow that they don't get it. So I remember I was telling y'all how Good Form, when it was released, it was the most added song to radio for 2 weeks in a row. And the psychology behind that is like, damn, we added your song the most added for 2 weeks in a row, but they never played the song. They suppressed it. It was so many songs that was suppressed by radio from Nicki. Like after, especially the beef with Cardi, oh, it was suppression was hard. The Queen era, the only song that really fought through that was Chun Li. That was it. Like, and that was a blessing. That song got a $10 million Fendi deal, sold out. Like, what? Come on. So even when they tried to hold her back, they couldn't hold her back. So, yeah, but they still couldn't hold her back. So listen, so I yeah, it was Jerome. It was this kid named Jerome. I think he's from Africa. He posted that the Barbs, he said this is a panic barb. And you know what really annoys me sometimes too, especially if you're not in the United States of America, you can stand Nicki from anywhere, but if you don't know how the charts work, if you don't know and you're not a logical thinker, you should stop causing all of this panic shit between in the fan base. All right. If her song was added to radio 2 weeks in a row, if we stream that shit and do it, we only can do what we want to do. If they suppress the song, if it don't get radio play, we not going to rise. So stop posting shit on your Instagram page where you got 20,000 of followers and you saying shit like, oh, you guys let Good Form flop or whatever the case may be. No, we did our part. You know what I'm saying? Back in the Pink Friday era, back in the Roman Reloaded era, and the Pink Print era, we didn't have to beg for none of this shit for radio play shit. It did what it was supposed to do. You understand? If Good Form was most added to the radio 2 weeks in a row, that is a sign. It is a good song. They chose not to play it. We streamed. You can't. You listen. Radio play grows more organic streams. So if a song is only being streamed amongst the base, it's not even practical for it. Listen, and you know what? When you start to break it down, it made sense. All of the successful music videos have 100, 200 million views. Good Form had everything in the formula to be a successful song. The music video had. Where's that right now? Let me look up Good Form music video. Hold on. And that's how you could tell. It was suppressed. Good Form music video is at almost 250 million views. You mean to tell me that that song peaked in the 90s? And remember when Nicki started spazzing about the radio play a little bit? That's why that song, and remember they started playing it a little bit? Don't fucking tell me. But see, a panic barb like Jerome, what he did was he went on his platform and he said that we let the song flop. I don't like people who talk like that. That's a panic barb. And you're not even in America and you saying some shit trying to get people riled up. And you're not even on this soil. And that's not even on no funny shit. But I'm just trying to say, like, you stirring people up. These pages on Twitter and shit be getting people in their feelings. Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't. We only can do what we can do without major playlisting and promotion. You know what I'm saying? You let the songs. No. We did what we could do. That's what we did. See? This is why I get mad at bars that say that Nicki flop and they don't know shit. They panic and they all about the bar. They all about the charts. But see, they won't leave Nicki because they know Cardi don't got the talent. That's the only that you know what I'm saying? That's what's keeping them there. That's why they can't jump shift. Because they know that Cardi don't got the talent. She sounds too ignorant for me to even be like, oh, I would never, not even to a Missy Elliott. There's no Cardi B song that I would be like, oh, let me battle this against a Missy Elliott. I just don't like her enough to even, I just don't. I don't. Exactly. Just enjoy the music. And you all the way on the other side of the world and you talking about we let the song flop. You're not even in the area where you could even buy the song as it would support. Like, what? How you even causing all of that? And then you know what it does? Everybody saying like, oh, you let it flop, then it causes all this panic. Those are panic barbs. I don't like panic barbs. I don't hate them, but I just don't like it because you send that sense of panic. I like the ones who like post shit and be getting people to buy shit. Like the ones who like are just about moving forward because that's all it's about is moving forward. It's about moving forward. It's not about panicking. Like the people panic about because the Love in New York was on the bubbling under. Who gives a fuck? That song was like number 17. It was buried on his album. It's obviously not meant to be a single. Who cares? It's not gonna be the last one that probably goes. But you know how often Nicki Minaj comes out with new music? The fuck? Everything's not gonna be number one. Y'all be bugging. That's panic barb shit. Panic barbs. And shout out to them because they are still fans in a way, but learn how to relax. Like, relax. These people be up there in other countries talking about you let a song flop and you can't even buy the song in this country. And you talk about I let it flop. And then you're not even a fan because if you do, you would know that there's no way for a song to be numbered to be added to radio 2 weeks in a row and for it to not be played. If that's not a point that she was being suppressed, that's a point. That's a point. Dip with Tyga was suppressed. Especially she had that shot in there for Cardi. Oh yeah. So when you see a platinum plaque, know that we really got that shit just based off of us for those songs during that time. We got those plaques off of those songs. Yeah. And Queen album still has a lot of certifications for a lot of songs. That album did good. So it is what it is. Twitter barbs are the worst. Not all of them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Nicki's the only mainstream female rapper being asked for features like that. That's what I'm saying. You know what I would love? Like, I'm being honest with you because I'm competitive. This is rap, right? Nicki Minaj does not have any competition. I would love for it to be a female rapper that delivered like Nicki on the features like that to be like, damn, they went with like, let's for example, say it was Remy and say Remy had the speed, everything that people just love it. I'd be like, damn. So Big Sean went with Remy on the remix. She killed that shit too. Like, oh, there's no female rapper out here doing that shit like Nicki. There's none on a mainstream level. There's nobody. The talent doesn't match up. They not delivering. I know these niggas be mad when they go to Megan to put her on a song. Like Beat King put her on that remix. She did nothing for it. She didn't blow it up. She didn't make it go to the charts. She didn't do anything. She got a little lousy radio play, and that was it. That was it. That's it. So in the mind frame of being competitive, I wish there was a mainstream female rapper who was just like, damn, she's as hot. Or I could be like, damn, yo, is she better than Nicki? Is she really better than like There's no female rapper that you even question to be like, there's none. And by the time that there will be one, Nicki will be fucking out of this game and probably onto something different. Like, come on. Who's gonna put these songs together like that? Who's gonna give you like? I don't think y'all realize how blessed Nicki is. We have Your Love is a mixtape song. They loved that song so much and was on Nicki's dick so hard that they started playing it on radio. Nicki hated Your Love, especially the version that they started playing. Then she had the remastered version, but they was on her shit. They was playing I Get Crazy. That's a mixtape song. They was playing that on the radio. It was getting spins. Her come up is unlike any other. It's unlike any other. Come on. What girl do you know had grown women wearing tutus? She had a lot of waves that girls followed. And I don't see any female rappers having any waves that people follow like that. I don't. I don't see anybody doing anything outside of Halloween for these chicks. I don't see none of them. Because they're not really groundbreaking. Nicki gonna be 60 and still riding beats. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z is 50. Nicki got a long way if she really wants to. She got a long way to keep her foot on next if she wants to. She got a long way. You know what I'm saying? Or she could flip it and be on some developing the next female rapper. Oh, okay. Especially since they playing with ghostwriters. Could you imagine the little pretty girl Nicki could snatch up from the hood and have her body in everybody? Could you imagine that? She just could do that. Could you imagine the 14, 50-year-old that's in Jamaica, Queens right now, really about that shit and really will do all of that shit that she could just snatch up and just develop? I think that they should be scared of that. Like, especially since she know that everybody's not writing and it's just for money now. Oh, and they got niggas writing rhymes now too. Oh, we could kill them too. Because Partisan Fontaine is not better than Nicki Minaj at all. Could you imagine if Nicki really developed a female rapper to kill everything? Like, that would be game over. It would be game over. Game over. In all honesty, Meg ain't giving. These girls really making her want to keep growing legacy. She was gonna leave you girls alone. Partisan 40 years old. That's what I'm saying. What did Essie say? Barbs that listen to IOP are fake. Yeah, I don't listen to that. I don't know no music on that album at all. Anytime she came on the radio, I turned it off. I'm being honest. And you know what? Um, yeah, definitely. Now that's the new Barbs about wanting Nicki to compete with these mediocre smoke in the mirror rappers for bragging rights. I think Nicki is moving in order for her artist to be set up. Right. But could you imagine now? But I don't think Nicki would do that. But I think it would be dope if she did. Why not? All these other people, you got men out here writing lyrics towards Nicki Minaj. Why can't she snatch up a little girl who just want to get off the streets and it's like, oh, Nicki, I can rap. And she's like, you know what? You should have said this right here. You know what? I have this song in mind that I think you should do. You should kill this shit. Let her go right through the ranks and let her body all these chicks. You don't understand. Like, she could really do that shit. She could step back and let somebody else just start creating these records. Because I'm telling you, you could see it in a person. You could tell that they had it, right? The one thing that people would have loved to hone in on is that Nicki is successful only because she's pretty. And I think we all know that. Even the men in the game know that she's better than all of these girls. You've seen what Drake said. Drake ain't lying. He was like, come on. Even when you see these other girls out here moving, he was like, come on, you know that people miss you. That's the truth. That's real conversation. They don't add up with the radio play and playlisting or nothing. They don't add up. People want to have this fantasy that there's another girl out here doing it and killing it. And I would love for it to be, because I love competition. When I tell you, I'm not lying to you and I'm not ashamed to say it. I remember when Lil Kim came out with the Guess Who's Back freestyle. She came out with like 2 freestyles at a time. Look these freestyles up when you had to have a chance, right? As a Foxy Brown fan. She came out with the Guess Who's Back freestyle, and she came out with the Truth Hurts Addicted freestyle. I remember when she dropped both of those freestyles back then, I was like, where the fuck is Foxy? I was literally having an anxiety attack because I wanted to know where Foxy was. But you know what was so crazy? As much as I loved her when she came back, she did the freestyle game so dirty that Kim could not fuck with her on that level. And it was like, she heard me. Cause it was like, how you gonna let her fuck this shit up out here like that? I remember being downtown Albany, listening to Kim shit on my fucking on my shit, and I'm like, yo, Where the fuck is Foxy at? And she killed shit going forward. Foxy got way too many more freestyles than Kim, and she killed that shit. She's like, oh, yeah, you want that? Oh, I could easily do that. She came in the game doing that. Bodied it. Bodied it. So I love female rap. And I love it to be competition. I really wish Nicki had somebody outside of these female rappers propped up like Cardi. Cardi would really be competition if she was really talented. But we all know that she's not. You know what I'm saying? You're obsolete. I don't care what record you hit. I don't care if you get to 100 million sold. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because the person behind it is a joke. It's a joke. We know that person, if you would have seen that person, that's probably somebody you would have never hung out with in school. You probably would have never really talked to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could not be somebody to me with a Birkin bag and some makeup on. Like, that don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing. What means behind it to me is that if you're crazy, like, real talk, even though Azealia Banks lyrically isn't as good to me than Nicki, if she was mainstream and at least killing it, her word would value more. So when she go on those hating little sprees, I would be like, damn, she said this. Her word is not really that much. You know what I'm saying? To those little people who grab it and then they make it more than what it is, but her reach is small. You know what I'm saying? There's no female rapper out here with talent on that level. And that's pretty sad. I honestly think that's sad. As much as I love Nicki, I wish that there was another female rapper who was just like, she's fucking amazing. What? Big Sean went with her? What? 2 Chainz ain't put Nicki? What? Oh shit. There's none. And you got to realize this, right? With Nicki being the only one, it comes a lot of hate, right? And the reason why I say it comes a lot of hate is because I remember this girl that I knew. I remember when Nicki did the Booed Up remix, right? She was like, oh my God, she's on everything, right? What did you think she was supposed to fucking do? For one, but for number two, they're calling her. They asking her to do that shit. Do I think Nicki does some remixes like the Suge remix, like things that she wants to remix? Yes. But when it's an official remix, they asked her. Like, you can't be mad that she on shit. Lil Wayne got a lot of features too. Nicki is an artist. She's always going to be on music. Always. People who don't like Nicki are people who like confidence and think someone who loves and believes in them always. Yeah. When I'm telling you I ain't mad, man. One of my nieces graduated with like a 92 average on her Instagram. I was a little like, for a moment, I was like, oh shit, but I ain't even mad. She put in her Instagram caption, I'm the final level bitch they on a mission to beat. I wasn't even mad at her. I said, you know what? Them books is good. And that's the thing. You try to suppress people from this music. No, I just make sure I have logical conversations with them, that they not taking music in that is serious and you're not turning into something from the music. Music is just music and makes you feel good for the moment. And that's what it is. That's it. You know what I'm saying? The Barbs are humble. Exactly. That's how it should be. Apply the same thing in life. Exactly. Come on. Like, Cardi B could get to 200 million records sold and say she outsold Nicki. There's nothing that matches up. And I'm not being funny with you. I'm being honest with you guys. Think about pre Pink Friday. I haven't heard a female rapper who killed anybody's features like Nicki. Hello, Good Morning is like, there's too many verses. There is no verse from them. Like, damn, Foxy had Touch Me, Tease Me. She done did the Ain't No Nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see how Lil Kim, she did Get Money, where it really stand out. Like, I'm telling you. And you can't say it's different times and different whatever. Trina had Nan Nigga. Trina had Lil Remy Ma had Lean Back. She had another moment on All the Way Up. Where is the verses at from these female rappers that's taking it apart? And where is it? Where is it? Megan ain't have a Lean Back moment or All the Way Up moment yet. Where is Megan's Lean Back moment? Where is Megan's Monster moment? Where is Megan's dance ass moment? Where are those moments that where you shined as that key female rapper? Where is Megan's All About the Benjamins moment? Where is Megan's Firm Biz moment? Where is it? And that applies to Cardi too. And yo, I heard some freestyles from Malibu Mitch. I love that she loves Nicki, but please, sis, like, stop it. The cadence is too ugly, and you need somebody like that who will really, because I think Malibu Mitch could really have it. She needs some, you know what it is though? she's not young, she's in her 30s now, but she needs help with arrangement. And I just realized how blessed I am to be able to hear some shit and be like, no, this should go here, this should go there, this is the chorus. No, I want to come in with a rap. No, I want to come in with a chorus. No, I want this, I want that. You got to be able to hear that shit, and everybody don't got it. Malibu Mitch did a freestyle to Crocodile Tears, Fractions, and Seeing Grain, and it was just not good. I was like, damn, like, who is the light for this shit? Like, who's really gonna come and do this shit? And I really feel like if Lady LaShore, which I'm glad and I'm happy that she realized what it was as a black female rapper to another one, to not tear down another one. If she was in the United States, she would be a mainstream female rapper like Nicki Minaj. She's just as good. They have just as thoughtful lyrics. They are both witty, and they both have substance, even when Lady LaShore is playing, and she looks up to Nicki. And I knew that Lady LaShore was dope because she liked people like Miss Dynamite. Like, anytime you like those fucking crazies, like rhyme spitters, you come from the greats. If Lady LaShore was in the United States, I wish it was that. I wish there were two females. And that's why sometimes people, like, on a level of us, like, we love Nicki, but that's why some people who maybe don't really love her may get tired of it, because these niggas is calling her all the time. What do you want her to do? They ain't calling them. What features did Cardi kill this year with a 5 times platinum single out? And when I start to think about stuff like that, it makes me not like people more, because you're scared to put music out. You flop with Blackpink, you're like, oh shit, I can't do too many features because it's gonna start looking crazy out here. Like, oh, this shit ain't working. Yep, that's what it's looking like. Megan has no feature impact. None. We got Oh My God with damn Major Lazer, the #1 on iTunes. What? Come on, man. My Bitch Bad remix. Nicki and Trina Eve, all the others. Seriously, the pussy, and Nicki came out flexing. She didn't even mainstream yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they so cocky on her though, and they don't realize that if it's not released through Atlantic Records, the song does not do good. That's the point blank of it all. Listen, I'm about to get off of this shit though. I just wanted to come and just talk and just know what I'm saying, like, what is the surprise going to be this week? I hope it's a freestyle. I hope the surprise this week is the why would you make me do this? That's what I hope it is this week, Nikki. So, you did say that we was going to come back and and celebrate and laugh around you. So I hope that's what it is. I hope you was working on that then, and then that's about to come out now. So that's what, because I ain't forget about that. I don't forget shit. Yo, it was so cute, right? And I let my cousin is actually the one who stopped me from doing this shit, hating, right? So when my nieces was little girls, I used to always bring them to get ice cream all the time. And being the guy that I am, I don't know, I just like whipped cream on my ice cream all the time. So every time I go get strawberry ice cream, I get whipped cream on it. Like, I just love whipped cream on my ice cream. So I remember we was at my grandfather's house, and my niece was like, "Oh, I want strawberry ice cream and put whipped cream on it." She was like 4 years old at this time, right? So I went to the store with my cousin. We all getting our ice cream, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go back." I was like, "I got to get whipped cream on it." My niece wanted it, right? And my cousin was like, "You don't got to put no damn whipped cream. She a baby. She ain't gonna know." Tell me why. I got back to the house. My everybody got their ice cream. My niece ate her ice cream before she got out the car. I'm telling you, I dropped her off in front of her house. Before she slammed the door, she said, "Uncle, whatever." She said, "I wanted to tell you that I got my ice cream, but it didn't have whipped cream on it." And then she shut the door, walked off. But see, I listened to my cousin, and I'm just like, she's like, "Oh, she's a baby and she ain't gonna know." I thought that shit was so funny, and I tell her about that to this day. She was like, "Yo, she kind of checked me." I'm like, "What?" She opened the car door. Could you imagine a fucking 4-year-old? You dropping them off to their mother. They open up the car door before they close the door, and they like, I just wanted to tell you, I got my ice cream, but it didn't have whipped cream on it. And she closed the door. I'm like, damn. You can't underestimate the minds of children. You can't. My nieces are so smart. They be on it. Like, they be on it with people clocking shit and all of that. I'm surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm just proud of them. Let's see. Trina could never keep up. Boy, bye. I don't even know. I guess y'all talking to somebody. Lil' Kim was not the queen of rap. The only reason why people said that was because she was popular. Also, she did not write her raps. Yeah, Little Kim, when she came back on the Notorious, the no Notorious. Let me tell you that I actually want to do a video on this, right? It's really sad how much Little Kim has stole from Foxy Brown. She can't have nothing. Like she really did. And like what happened was is that the success of Foxy Brown and like the whole China Doll era, just like her whole intro to the game, Lil Kim had to do something to separate herself and try to make herself different. For one, she was like, you know what I'm saying? She wanted, Foxy was like, she see the reason she wanted bigger breasts because she looked different on stage, like compared to like Foxy. Like Foxy had big boobs. Like she looked, to me, she looked better. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Kim changed her whole image up on album 2. She changed her whole image up. That's when she started wearing the blonde hair. And back then, it was just really different for black girls to wear blonde hair. Like Kim broke a lot of boundaries. You can't. I ain't gonna say she didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say she didn't, but I roll with Foxy Brown. Always did. Always did. And always will. Let's see. Um, Big Paper and Amigo song both flop. Nobody checking for Cardi. LeBron, can you block Oral? He's panic Barb saying Nicki needs to keep us with the girls. Oh shit. LeBron answered the question. Let me go back up. But I wanted his opinion about if he thinks they were actually speaking about each other on the track. Let's see. Um, do you think Trina and Nicki was going at each other on Five Star Chick? That's a great That's I don't know. I got to go back and listen to it. I never thought about that though. I don't know. I would say no. Why you think that Trina is going at Nick? You think that they're going at each other? Nicki is not a flop stop or one attention, y'all. I can't name one Foxy Brown song. I can name many Foxy Brown songs. Many. What? Starting from Ain't No Nigga, I Shot Ya, Touch Me, Tease Me. What? Get Me Home, The Big Bad Mama, The Chase, I'll Be. What? Hot Spot. Oh yeah, Tables to Turn, Candy, Run Them. It's so many different songs. What? How can't you? I don't know. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you don't know that. No, I don't think Nicki cares about Trina. Alec must be like a teenager or something. I did not say Nicki flopping. I said people are saying she flopping. But you saying that to conjure some sort of negativity, Oral. You know exactly what you're doing. That's like somebody came in this video talking about, oh, the love of New York, it bubbled under. It's like, what did you want? What did you expect for me to say? Because you said that. Like, I don't be understanding what people be expecting sometimes. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? My cousin seems to think so. I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen to that. But yeah, I'm about to get off of this shit because I got to get up out of here. So please leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the surprise that's coming this week. Do you think the surprise is going to be music? Do you think it's related to the Why Would You Make Me Do This? That could be stored for the album though too. Maybe it's going to be a Roman Reloaded Part 2. I mean, a Roman's Revenge. Maybe she's gonna put it on the album, or maybe it's gonna be something that's gonna come out. You just never know. I definitely want to see what Megan is gonna do tonight. Maybe she's gonna perform Savage. I don't know. Is the BET Awards even gonna be live, or is it gonna be another warehouse performance where she on a stage somewhere in the middle of the desert? I'm a 5-star bitch. I ain't like that other bitch. She be struggling for hers from the womb. I been a rich bitch. Nah. Who's struggling for hers though? To be honest with you, back then Nicki had more money than Trina. I ain't trying to be funny, but if if you really like a Nicki fan, you know back then Nicki was doing shows like not like these female rappers who perform and do little hookah lounges Friday or Thursday through Saturday. Not some shit like that. Nicki was booked Monday through Friday, and I'm talking about 2 shows in one day sometimes, like on some shit where you going from Brooklyn to PA or you going like Brooklyn to DC. Like she was working that shit. And I love listening to her interviews back then. She was like, oh, that's when I was doing my little tri-state region. Yep, she was killing that shit. Springfield, going to Massachusetts. Like Nicki killed that shit. She killed it. She made, and that's what she talking about. Which bitch you know made a million off a mixtape? Like she was moving. That money from them shows, that's a part of that. A part of that. All of it is coincides. All of it. Nicki knows she to go and know there are not any on her level. Keep trying to diss her. Nicki took over Trina on 5 Star. Trina was not even close. What bitch you know made a million off a mixtape? That was just a keepsake. Bought the president to. Yeah. Never been a cheapskate. And remember, she's not in the 360. I just hate the fact that I tell the truth. What truth you telling, Oral? I don't see no truth you saying. You trying to introduce some conversation about Nicki flopping, and that can't ever happen. It can't. Make the shade room been posting Megan Fashion Nova line, and the people ain't buying. Damn. Oral Leo kind of exited the live. Oral is kind of like that pop culture person that used to come to my chat and always be in some funny shit. And then when I would be going around YouTube, I would see this person in people's comments when they be talking about they ain't like a certain person, but then you always in videos related to. Yeah. Let's see. Um, no. Yeah. So that Fashion Nova line flopped big time. Big things are going. Now, Sweetie swimsuit line looks cute as fuck. I heard that Nicki will have some pop songs on her album. She's going back to her big bag. Laughing my ass off. Oral groupie hoe. Get that Arsa ticket in the nosebleeds. Damn, she came for you. Academics is funny. He stays being on Megan's neck. He was talking about how she has no iconic verse. Thank you. She doesn't have an iconic verse. Get the block like I'm Tucci. Like, come on, that's dated, and I hate it. Like, come on, ma. Yeah, I got to get up. It's about to be. What time did the BET Awards come on? I gotta go to the store too. Oh man. Yeah, I'm off this shit. Let me know what you think below. Let me know what you think what the surprise is going to be. And also, panic barbs. Just calm down. Like, stop panicking. Stop panicking and telling people that they need to do this and they need to do that. You do what you do, and stop trying to block people from having conversations about shit. It's clear that there is something going on with Nicki and Doja, and we know that her and Megan is on some funny style shit. You know it. You know it. You know when Nicki do some shit and she acknowledges. She been online way too heavy. Come on. So don't be trying to block somebody because they saying some shit that you uncomfortable with. Like, nah. All right, I'm off this shit.